This is the story of Dane Mason and his epic quest to find home. It is not a story for the faint of heart nor the weak of wills. It is a tale of blood, pain, and suffering. Part 1. The Realm of the Unholy Trio. "Oh, look, it's him," Michael said calmly as he pointed at the wretched form on the ground. Really?" replied Franklin. Michael approached the whimpering mass on the ground and kicked it. The gaunt thing on the ground writhed in pain, though the kick wasn't hard. "Dane Mason, you son of a bitch!" Michael said with simmering hate as he kicked the creature again with more force. Dane cried out in pain. "It's really him!" "Shit!" Franklin said. Michael nodded. "The spell worked. We actually managed to summon him into our world," said Michael, calming himself with a long sip from his cold bottle of sprunk. Together, Michael and Franklin carried Dane's limp body to Trevor's truck. They tossed him into the tray, not bothering to strap him down. They drove for around 15 minutes before a sudden sharp bump in the road sent Dane's flailing form flying from the truck's bed and into a bush. Neither Michael nor Franklin noticed. Dane awoke in a painful haze. "Where the heck am I? Chorbo City?" he mumbles as he weakly crawled from the bush. Dane looked around at the somewhat familiar wilderness. "It can be," he murmured. He nearly fell over when he saw it. The enormous, well-lit billboard above him. It read, "Welcome to Sandy Shores," in bright white letters. No, it can't be true!" Dane cried. He fell to his knees in horror as the truth settled in. He was trapped inside the world of Grand Theft Auto 5. He had no idea how he was going to escape. Days passed. Dane wandered the dry, hot plains of Sandy Shores. He didn't understand. How was he inside a video game? Why were the protagonists actively hunting him? He pushed on through the empty desert in search of something. Anything. When he saw the far-off building in the distance, he hesitated. He knew this place would have people inside it. Were all the game's characters out to get him, or just the main trio? He didn't know. What he did know was that he was hungry, thirsty, and in need of rest. He had no choice but to approach the lonely bar. He staggered towards the place. He recognized it as the Patriot Bar. He entered the establishment and saw a few people at the bar and playing pool. They didn't seem to mind him being there. He sat heavily on a stool and the bartender approached him. "Drink?" she asked. Dane nodded. She placed a cold bottle of sprunk in front of him. That's when Dane realized he had no money. "Shit," he muttered. "Let me get that for you, mister," a gruff, strangely familiar voice said. The stranger placed a $5 note on the bar and slid the sprunk to Dane. Dane turned to face the man. He gaped in complete awe at the outlaw. "A. Arthur Morgan?" Dane stuttered in confusion. The man shook his head and adjusted his raccoon hat. "Folks call me Carther these days." He corrected Dane in a polite manner. Carther sat beside Dane. Dane knew this man. He wasn't supposed to be in this game, though. Why wasn't he in Red Dead Redemption 2 like he should be? "You're probably wondering why I'm here," Carther said, seeming to read Dane's thoughts. "I won't pretend to fully understand it, but I ain't supposed to be here neither. This world don't make much sense to me. I know it ain't my home," Carther explained. Dane nodded slowly. "I know they're after you, Dane. Those 3 men. Dangerous men. They have a lot of power in this realm. They want me too. They came after me, but I got away." Carther sipped his drink after speaking. This doesn't make any sense," Dane replied. I know, Carther replied. "Me and you, we're on the same side. I'll watch your back from here on out." Carther placed a strong hand on Dane's shoulder reassuringly. At least he had someone looking out for him now.